like this, 'cause the music makes me high. And if I only got one more night, I'm gonna leave out a loud goodbye.
This gonna be the type of night they make movies
What
about.
up, what up, what up? It's your boy, Mr. Von. Mr. Von, Channel Sweatbox, we back, we live, we active here on the channel. Yes, indeed, you know how we do. Still dodging those digital jabs, baby. Alright, let's talk about this The Last of Us series, man. Episodes 1 and this is mostly going to be episode 2. Episode 1 and 2, I didn't do episode 1. I don't know if I'm going to be doing week to week, but I'm loving this series. But, man, I mean, you talk about doing justice to the game. Joel and Ellie, they're doing it right, man. Pedro Pascal is doing his thing as Joel, and what's her name from Game of Thrones? Little Lady Mormont, Bella Ramsey. She's doing her thing as Ellie, man. I like it. This series is just really good. It's really good. The clickers. Here's the thing. I have not played the game, but I have watched the game movie. I know all of the things. I know everything about the game from part 1 to part 2. Spoiler alert. I know the end of part 2. I know what happens to Joel. I know everything about Abby. I know all of that. Okay. I knew that before the movies, before the show came out. I had already seen my homeboy play the game. You know what I'm saying? I played a little bit of part 1, so I know the game mechanics. I know the idea of the game. I know how violent it is. I know everything about the game. I know it. I know the game. So I'm basically, there's no spoilers for me in the show. But I wanted to talk briefly about how HBO has once again just batted 1,000, man. HBO is the gold standard. Let me just stop that. HBO is the platinum standard when it comes to quality television, man. And they have once again struck gold with The Last of Us. Proving once again, if you take your time and do it right, yes, video game properties can be done not only good, they can be done excellent. They can be done stellar. They can be done award-winning, as we are seeing with The Last of Us. The storytelling, the character development, the things that they're adding, the things that they're leaving out. That opening scene in Jakarta with the doctor was absolutely bone-chilling. The first introduction of the clickers in this episode was absolutely terrifying. The tone of the game, the tone of the movie, absolutely pays so much respect to the game. There's moments where you're like, yeah, that's directly from the game. That moment when Joel and Ellie are ducked behind the counter hiding from the clicker, I'm like, oh, that reminds me of the game. The way they handle Tess's death, spoiler alert. I love what they changed about it. With her getting the kiss of death from the infected dude. What was that? A stalker, I believe it was. Oof, it was terrifying. Bone chilling. Oh, this show is so good. Like I said, I'm an Xbox guy, so I don't have the loyalty to the game like that. But I really enjoyed the game when I watched my friend play it and watched the movie of the game unfold. I was into it. I was like, yo, this is the best. And I have always said, The Last of Us and God of War are the two best things that PlayStation has ever done. They're the two best PlayStation exclusives that PlayStation has, hands down. If Halo and whatever you want to say are the best Xbox ones, we are that one. Whatever, Gears of War, I don't know, Forza, whatever you want to say, are the two best Xbox exclusives. That's fine, my opinion. Last of Us and God of War are the two best PlayStation exclusives they've ever done. And The Last of Us is one of the best video games, hands down, period, ever made. Any platform. PC, Xbox, PlayStation, Nintendo, don't matter. The Last of Us is gaming at its best, at its pinnacle. And so far, this adaptation of the television series is matching it every step of the way. In my opinion, obviously. I'm sure there are detractors out there that don't feel that same way. That's fine. You're entitled to your opinion. Mr. Von's channel over here is telling you, this is high quality TV. This is HBO at its best, and we know HBO does not do low quality television. So why would you expect anything less from The Last of Us? They have hit the mark on every beat. I cannot wait to see what's next. Even in a show that has so many tropes of something that we've seen before, a la Walking Dead, a la Dawn of the Dead, whatever. Any kind of a zombie trope. We've seen it before. But they're still giving us new stuff. They're still giving us tropes that we've seen in a new way. And it's still very interesting. Why? Because of the character development. Because of the set development. Because of the production design. Because of the care that is taken with source material. Bravo, HBO. I'm hooked. And that's my thoughts on The Last of Us episode 2 and episode 1. Oh, not one more thing. The cordyceps virus and how it's being portrayed on this show is absolutely terrifying. From the breakdown of society in episode 1, and now in this opening scene in episode 2, to connect the dots to the mention in episode 1 of Jakarta, to see what happens in Jakarta. Like I said, that opening scene with the doctor was terrifying. Taking it back to episode 1, that opening scene, my anxiety when that plane crashed was through the roof, because you're seeing it in the background. You're like, the plane's falling, the plane's falling, the plane's falling, boom, you're all dead. This show is so good. Alright, man, that's just some of my thoughts. Keep it locked here to know when I'll be doing my next. I can't guarantee I'm doing week to week. I got so much on my plate right now. Things is moving fast as we start this new year off. Get things going here on the channel, Sweatbox Travel, all things in between. So keep it locked so you know, so you're in the loop, so you can join me on this journey. Until next time, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Click those notifications so you know when we upload. Until next time, peace.
I'm a girl to the ends with